Measuring tools and markers, a tape measure or wooden ruler paired with a pencil or chalk to mark precise cutting lines. Knife or chisel, auxiliary tools for peeling bark or assisting with splitting harder wood. Hammer, paired with a chisel when precision splitting is required for smaller pieces. The primary material is the tree itself, often sourced from legally harvested forests. Trees are selected with a diameter of 20 centimeters or more, depending on their intended use. Softwoods like pine or cedar are ideal for furniture, while hardwoods like oak or teak suit construction needs. Before sawing begins, the tree is carefully patience, as each stroke must be even and straight to avoid ruining the wood. Flexibility is key here. If a section reveals internal cracks, the craftsman cuts away the damaged portion and salvages the rest, ensuring minimal waste. Once the wood is split into smaller pieces, the final stage involves cleaning and preparing it for use. Surface cleaning. Using a knife or small axe, the craftsman removes any remaining bark, smooths sharp edges, and trims excess splinters. Freshly cut wood contains high moisture, making it prone to warping or mold. The craftsman stacks the pieces in a well-ventilated